This scholarship gives you the luxury of traveling around the world. You can do your internship in Germany, you can travel for conferences, summer schools, but
And this Pan African University, as much as it's under the flagship of the African Union, it has the support of Germany, that is the ZEF, the GIZ, and the German Corporation. So that's why maybe I'll get the opportunity to talk about it. So students in the Pan African University Scholarship, most of them get the opportunity to go to Germany for internship or any other program like that.
So hey guys, welcome back to Chilo Talks and another episode of scholarships. Guys, I'm actually excited because these episodes have helped me do a lot of unlearning, relearning, and all those things. The reason being that I don't know about you, but I went through various stages of understanding scholarships fully. I went through a phase where I felt scholarships were just given to you by your home country. Another phase was where I did not believe in scholarships at all, right? I went through another phase where I felt like, scholarships were only given by the whites. And like when I mean whites, I mean the Americans, Europeans, Asians, and all to us. I went through another phase where I felt like anything you see African scholarship, Nigerian scholarship, and all those things only keep you back at home. But guys, this particular scholarship got my attention, especially knowing that it's an African scholarship that gives you the luxury of traveling around the world. Yeah, you heard right. It gives you the luxury of doing your internship any place of your choice. And so there was definitely no other person to grace this channel than Nevo Chinedu. A very brief one. I like doing this kind of introductions. Nevo is a genius. I call him a genius because we go way back and he's very smart. Nevo is did his first degree in economics, his second degree masters, and now is his third degree, but another masters in energy policy making also. I hope I'm right on that one there. He's currently in Algeria, guys. Like currently he's in Algeria, rounded up his masters, did his internship in Germany, like in Germany, traveled to Austria. Your network on this scholarship is amazing, guys. It is no other scholarship than the Pan African University Scholarship, guys. This scholarship gives you the luxury of traveling around the world. You can do your internship in Germany, you can travel for conferences, summer schools, but still in the African, like I don't know how to explain, guys. I'm overly excited. Help me welcome Nevo Chinedu. So thank you very much, Nevo, for granting this interview, like for taking out time from your very busy schedule to grace this channel with so much information, hopefully. I really appreciate it on behalf of everybody. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Chami. Thank you for inviting me to.
No problem. So please, can you briefly, like, introduce yourself properly? Because I know I did not do justice to your CV.
Okay, I'm Never Chinedu Miracle. That's my name. And to be frank, that's just the only thing I wish to be called. Never Chinedu Miracle. Studied in Nigeria and Soka. I studied economics. I gained admission in 2010 and I graduated in 2014. Yeah, I went back for a master's in development economics in UNN in 2016. Yes, I finished the master's in 2018. And just immediately, I finished my master's in UNN. I got a scholarship for a second master's in energy policy at this Pan-African University. So it's this one in Algeria is one of the institutes of the Pan-African University. So this one is based in water and energy sciences. So I came here to study energy policy. And yeah, to the glory of God, I just finished my defense like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that is it.
Congratulations. That's so nice. So we're talking to a latest master's degree holder in Algeria, and he's a Nigerian, guys. So thank you very much for that very powerful introduction, Nevu. It's such a privilege to have you on this channel, obviously. So I would like to know, because those are maybe most people watching it, they don't know much about the Pan-African University Scholarship. So can you just talk about the scholarship? Can you run us through what the scholarship stands for and how the scholarship is programmed or structured.
Okay, thank you so very much for that. Yeah, it's the Pan-African University. It's actually an initiative of the African Union, you know. So it was commissioned by the African Union to, revitalize higher education and research in Africa. It greatly boosts the population and retention of high-level human resource and quality knowledge, and outputs, and to be able to attract the best intellectual capacity from all over Africa. Institute, it has officially, it was commissioned in 2008, but the students or the studies properly started around 2014. And it has 5 different institutes across Africa. And these institutes are the Pan-African University Institute for Water and Energy Sciences, including climate change, the one in Nigeria here that I just finished from. This one is for North Africa. Then the other one, which is the Pan-African University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation. And that one is in Kenya for East Africa. Then you also have the Pan-African University Institute for Life and Earth Sciences, including Health and Agriculture. That one is in Nigeria for West Africa. Then you have the Pan-African University Institute for Governance, Humanities, and Social Sciences. That one is in Cameroon for Central Africa. And finally, you have the Pan-African University for Space Sciences, which is in South Africa. And of course, that one is for Southern Africa. And this Pan-African University, as much as it's under the flagship of the African Union, it has the support of Germany, that is the ZEF, the GIZ, and the German Corporation. So that's why maybe I'll get the opportunity to talk about it. So students in the Pan-African University Scholarship, most of them get the opportunity to go to Germany for internship or any other program like that.
Oh, I see. So, when you call Pan-African Institute, it's kind of confusing. It sounded like it's just one institute, right, where people go to. But now you said it's 5 different institutes across, the different regions in Africa. Oh, I see. Okay, now I want to understand. Okay, go on.
Okay, because the Pan-African University as a university, the African Union figured out that may not be able to cover all the courses they're interested in one particular place. You get it? Yeah. So in order to increase the number of courses that the Pan-African University can offer, and as well increase the representativeness across Africa. Because the agitation that comes in when, for instance, if everything about the university is in Algeria, then people from other parts of Africa will complain. So they wanted to put it in that spirit of oneness, in that spirit of African union and African unity. So they wanted to place the institutes in different regions of Africa for the representativeness to be there.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So now I want to get something now, because when you say African Institute and then it's 5, when you're applying or something, because we'll still get to the point where you have to you tell us how the process works. But when you are applying, are you applying to one of the institutes, or you do one application and they throw you to wherever they want to throw you to? How does it like?
So when you are applying for the Pan-African University Scholarship.
Oh.
Yes. And now, when you are filling the form, you now have the options of, based on your background and qualification, you now have the option of selecting the course you would want to go for. You understand? And the institute you are going for. You get it? But all the applications goes to the Pan-African University. Then at the end of the day, if you succeed, then they will take you, and of course, they will direct you to the institute you were selected for.
Okay, I see. So based on your course that you even choose, you yourself will have a little clue of where you will probably be thrown to.
Go to, exactly.
Okay. So another thing I want to understand, because when you call different courses, it sounded like everything is science. Is this course just for science? Is this scholarship rather, just for sciences?
To a reasonable extent. Apart from that one in Cameroon that talks about governance and humanities, where people that studied political science People that want to be in diplomacy, international relations, history, and all of that can be. But I think the rest of the institutes are more science inclined. Like this one here, I'm a social scientist as an economist, but I'm studying energy policy. Yeah, energy policy, yeah, is a policy to per se. It's more of social science. It's not core sciences, but it's still science. So here you have the people studying energy policy, energy engineering, water policy, and water engineering. So these are the 4 courses that are here. Then for the one in Nigeria, the life and earth science is more of people in health sciences, in biological sciences, and all of that. And out of Kenya, people who are in physical sciences like mathematics, statistics, and innovation, technology, computer science, and all. And then the one of South Africa is space science. So minus Cameroon, yes, it's more science inclined than humanities.
Oh, okay. Okay, another thing is, first, before I ask what is on my mind, what does this scholarship covers, right? I am aware that, not just I am aware, it's fact that you have partially funded scholarships, fully funded scholarship. There are different categories of scholarship. So what does this scholarship cover?
A fully funded scholarship.
Okay.
Yes. So the scholarship gives you your flight coming to your institute. And then when you are done with your program, it books your flight back home. It gives you a stipend of $750 per month. But then there was a review this year. To the dislike of many people. And they reduced the stipend to $588. Yes. Yes. I don't know why. But I think my set was the last set that got the $750. People that they selected this year, so they are getting $588 per month. And then other fringe benefit is that it has affiliation with other organizations like WASCAL. This is like the West African Structural Organization for Climate Change and Adaptive Land Use. So people get to do their internship with WASCAL, and WASCAL also gets to pay them. Then some other students have the opportunity to do their internship with GIZ, either the GIZ office in Germany, or the GIZ office in Algeria, or the GIZ office in any other part of Africa. And some of these internships are also paid. Wow. And for those of us here in Algeria, for instance, I think we are the only ones enjoying this, unlike our counterparts in Cameroon and others, where they pay for their accommodation from their stipend. Apart from the stipend, they gave us an accommodation that we're not paying for.
Wow, that's actually new, because I'm aware that fully funded scholarships, most of them, not all, will cover your tuition fee, monthly stipend, and from the monthly stipends, you take care of your living expenses.
Yeah, but for us, I think we're enjoying that. It's good to be in Nigeria, by the way. So, so they give us they pay the tuition, they give us the stipend, and they give us accommodation. Sometimes people complain that the accommodation may not be the best they wanted. But of course, so for a student, a master's student who is not paying for it, you have everything.
So now you said masters. Is this for just masters or masters and PhD, or what's the?
Yeah, it's masters and PhD for all the institutes. But for my institute in Algeria here, they have not started the PhD programs yet. So it's only for the masters here.
Okay. Now, before we go to the application process proper, I want to ask lots of questions that are on people's mind, because when people hear African scholarships, these are the questions on their mind, right? Another thing I wanted to ask is, this scholarship, are they obligations, like you must go back? No, not only African scholarships have that obligation. There is a category of MEX Japan scholarship that has that obligation if you must go back. Although it's not the master's and PhD category, it's another category that they bring. So it's something that some scholarships have.
Yeah. Actually, the brainchild or the motivation behind this scholarship is the Agenda 2063 of the African Union. That is a united Africa, the high in education, and Africa that will have its own researchers coming from Africa, and Africa that will be developed by Africans and all of that. So the whole intention is for Africans who will study in the Pan-African University, and at the end of the day, they go back to their country and help their African country to also implement what they have learned. Yeah, so the obligation in the scholarship contract is that students are expected to go back to their country, unless maybe there is an opening or there is an offer from the African Union that will also take that student to another African country. You understand? So, but the whole thing is, even if the person is not going back to his or her country, at least he will be in Africa to contribute to Africa's development. Yes.
Okay.
So that's the end.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now let's talk about the application process, please. Like, when they call for application, officially flags open, what are the different steps you have to go through? I know some scholarships is just paperwork. Some other scholarships you have to write exam. Some other scholarships you have to get supervisor first. It's a prerequisite. So what are the stages like in this Pan-African University scholarship?
Okay. Yeah, well, before I answer the question, I will say that to the best of my knowledge, the Pan-African University application is one of the simplest applications I've ever made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I know you make a lot of scholarship applications, right?
Yes, I made a lot of them. Some of them gave me the admission without the funding. Some of them gave me partial funding that I could not complete the rest and all of that. So I opted for this. So basically is more of an online work. Document your certificate, your transcript. Maybe they'll tell you to upload your data page of your international passport, get two professors to recommend you. If you have publications, you show them and stuff like that. So those basic things you need for application. And then you answer it online. So it's a one-step online application. For my own, when I applied in 2018, I applied around March 2018. And then it was a one-off application. Like, you cannot even close the application and start again later on. So you're expected to have organized everything you want to use for the application, so that once you are starting the application, it can take you like 1 hour or 2 hours to finish. And then you know that you are done. So you just answer the questions. They will give you some essay questions like how or why should we select you and all of that. Then you write a personal statement. When we did ours, we just wrote a personal statement of 150 words. On the spot, you're expected to write it there. Or, so what I did is that the first time I was not ready, I opened it. I just opened it to glance through, then I closed it. I was not ready. You get it? Then I now went to write the essay, which is just 150 words. They want you to go straight to the point, and then you fill that. And after you submit, it can take like 2 or 3 months before they do the very first shortlist. So that very first shortlist will tell you whether you've moved to the next stage of the application. So now, if you are successful, if you have moved to the next stage of the application, you will wait for another 1 month or less. They will now make the second, which is like penultimate shortlist. And these people that they shortlisted now in this second stage are the people who now that will go for the oral interview. Then finally, that is the very last stage before the final people that will be selected. They will call you. They have a panel of selection committee and whatever. So they will now call you, each and every one of you selected, question you, ask you your willingness, your ability, what you think you can contribute to the scholarship and all of that, what motivated you to join and all of that. So if they are impressed after the oral interview, like 3 weeks or less than that after the oral interview, you will now get the notification that you have been made an offer. And of course, it's not like a scholarship that is distinct from the admission. Everything is together. Okay. So you are getting the scholarship, you are getting the admission and everything. So it's together. So it's a one-off application.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So now, how long is the master's? How long is the PhD in this program?
Okay. The PhD is 3 to 4 years, and the master's is 2 years.
Then you made mention severally of internship. You can get internship. Is it all courses or everybody on this program or every institute? How does this internship thing work? How long is the internship? Who are those qualified? And just
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. There are two. For me, I will give the instance using my institute because that's where I know best.
Yeah.
So for this program, you're expected to go for 2 different internships.
On
The first one is, yes, 2 of them. Like, I started the program in September 2018. So the first academic year for me ended in June 2019. Then the summer runs from that June to ending of September or something, or ending of August to start the next academic year, which is September 2019. So now that summer break, which runs from June or July to August, you're expected to go for a work internship or a student internship per se in any country. And the essence of this internship is to give you a platform to also practice some of the things you have done. Or, for instance, myself, at the end of my program, I went to Germany for an internship in Hamburg School of Business Administration. And that was mine, the one I got for myself. Then the institute herself also selected me for another internship and workshop joined together. I went for in Niger Republic, Niamey. So this was on energy development. And since I'm studying energy policy, so I went there to practicalize the solar PV system, the microgrid and mini grid, and all of those things we've been doing here. You get, so I get to practicalize them. So that is the 3 months study internship or work internship that you should do before the second year starts. Then when your second year starts now, so the second year comprises of very little of coursework and then a larger internship for your research proper, your MSc thesis. Don't year, you're expected to study from that September to around February. Then for your research internship now, it lasts from March till August. So that's like 6 months. And in these 6 months now, this is strictly research internship. And what it means is that the organization you're going to do this internship with will have something to do with your research topic.
Okay.
So originally, I was selected for my research internship. I got the Ministry of Energy, Republic of Ghana. So I was supposed to be in Ghana from March up until August. The only thing that disrupted my program was the coronavirus. In fact, it was the weekend I was supposed to fly at the airport closed. Yes, so, and because of that, I had to modify my topic a bit to write something that I can also do within Algeria here. You get it? So, but ordinarily, minus the coronavirus, you are supposed to go to an institute like, I'm studying energy. So I'm supposed to go to an organization that has to do with energy, either in Africa or sometimes students also go to Germany. Like there are some of those organizations in Germany that we are affiliated to. We have the Micro Energy, you have the Alexander von Humboldt, and some of those organizations in Germany that people can do their internship. Then when we finish that, by then, when you are coming back to the institute in Algeria, you are expected to not just to have completed your internship terms, but you are expected to also have finished your thesis. Because it will now be like you are doing your research internship there and you are applying what you are learning in the internship in your research.
Okay.
Then you come back to Algeria in August, you defend your thesis in September, and then you graduate in October. So that is completing the 2 years.
Wow. Wow, while you were talking, I picked something. That was really nice. While you were talking, I picked something. You said something about the one you picked for yourself. So I want to understand, for the internship thing, do you get to pick for yourself or it's like...
Yeah, the thing is that...
they choose for you.
Like every other place where there is competition, sometimes the institute may not have enough internship openings for everybody.
Okay.
So before that summer comes, the student will encourage, the administration, the university will also encourage the students to apply on their own.
Okay.
Yes, to apply on their own for summer internships that they will be interested in to learn some practical knowledge and stuff like that. So I made some of those applications and I got, you get it. So it was like combination of summer internship and summer school for me at the Hamburg School of Business. And what I went there to do was related to what I'm studying here. Basically, I focused on sustainability there. That is talking about renewable energy transitions, smooth, clean energy, the reduction in the use of fossil fuels. So it also helped me in what I'm studying. Then there are some other internships too, that the one that the institute with all these partnership organizations now, they have some allocations of the number of students they can take for internship. So those ones now, the university will give like some sort of internal assessment. Like the one I went for in Niger Republic, with the university gave to me, we had to do a research proposal. And the people that their proposals were accepted, they were given the opportunity to go.
Wow.
So those are the two.
Okay, let me take you a bit back now to the application process. I've seen, it's one thing I really like about you. Like, guys, Neo is very vocal about this scholarship. He's been speaking in events, he's been mentoring people. Like, if not for you, I wouldn't have even known about the scholarship too. So I really appreciate how vocal you've been about the program. It's going to help a lot of people. So I want to ask now, in your interaction with people and your own experience and people you've met on this scholarship while you're out there, what are the common mistakes that people make while applying for this scholarship that you think that people should look out for if they are considering this scholarship?
Okay, thank you very much, Chubby, for that. Generally, scholarships, there are a lot of misconceptions about scholarships.
Yeah.
People fix their minds on certain things, due to lack of information, should I say. So for myself, now the scholarship in Africa is really gaining publicity. So one of the mistakes people could make now is maybe trying to make the application from beginning to end without at least talking to someone who has been in the system or someone who knows better. Yes, because for me, before I applied, I had a friend in the scholarship already.
Oh, okay.
We were in the same department in UNN. We did economics together, so he got this scholarship before me. To be frank with you, I didn't even know much about the scholarship, but when I declared my interest, he was the one, because for me, I had the mind of Africa. All these African things, I'm tired.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that.
Yeah. But I spoke with him, and he actually made me understand why this scholarship is very amazing and the exposure it will give me and the network it will give me. And then he puts me through. If you talk to someone who has been in that scholarship before you, it gives you an edge. You stand a higher chance. People who don't know anybody will also get it, so don't quote me wrong. They can get. Yeah. But it's usually better when you have someone to talk to. So if you want to apply to Pan-African University, there are so many Facebook pages, the Pan-African University General, the Pan-African University for each of the institutes. You can try and join each of them. You will see a lot of information. You will see people there who are already in the scholarship. You will see people who have brothers and sisters in the scholarship. Then you ask them questions. You will be well informed. And your application will have...
In the textbook. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so you ask in the comment box and then somebody there will respond to you. Sometimes even the administrators of the page themselves will respond to you, and it gives you an edge. And of course, every other thing that the mistake people make is, another mistake is the fact that people wait for a week to the deadline before they start application. For me, I'm one person that I pretend I don't like deadline, but my action shows I like deadline. Most times I don't do things until it's remaining a day to the deadline, but I've suffered so much because of that. So if you want to apply for this Pan-African University Scholarship, because Africa has population and a lot of young Africans are aware now. Now imagine that you are competing with people from 54 African countries, from the 5 regions. So you have to make your application top notch. At least let it be that you did the best, you understand, and then you leave the rest for God. So you start on time, start the application on time. Once you see the advert, start gathering the documents, start talking to people, apply on time. And it removes the problem of, the internet when it's close to the end, and then the website is having issues. You get it ahead. And if eventually you were not able to submit, you will not blame your village people because you waited for the 9 minutes.
Yes.
So you just have to do it on time. I think those are the mistakes I can remember now. And
Okay, when you were talking, thank you very much for that. That those are very, very common mistakes, I would say. When you were talking, you said something about when the application opens immediately, just start apply. And I'm wondering, do you have an idea, a rough estimate of when this application usually flags open?
most times they advertise. To be frank with you, coronavirus messed a lot of things up this
Yes,
year.
yes.
Yeah. So the call this year was late. I think they advertised this year's on around June or July. But ordinarily, the advert comes out around March, April
Okay, okay.
of every year. So
Oh,
once you apply, from that April that you apply, maybe it will close around May or June. To
okay.
give them like space from that June to like September or October, finish with the selection. So March, April, max.
Okay. Okay.
Other things remaining constant.
Yeah, that's very dramatic when it comes to like coronavirus. So
Yeah.
while you were talking, there was a point where you said you can apply to any country for internship. Is it another time you were saying Germany? So is it any country or is it only Germany? Which one is it for the internship?
So for the internship, I said Germany because the Pan-African scholars have a higher chance of getting internships in Germany because Germany is a strong partnership for this scholarship.
Okay.
You understand? And many of my friends, they go to Germany. In fact, some even maintain their network in Germany such that even after their studies in Pan-Africa, they still get offers to do stuff in Germany. I have a lot of friends who are in Germany now doing another program, a PhD or whatever you get. But that is not to say that other countries are still not there. So if you apply, you could also try out other countries. You know, the Pan-African scholarship outside Africa is still nascent, you know, is still growing.
Yes,
You get
yes,
it. And other countries may not know it so well, but Germany, because of all the organizations that are partnering with the scholarship,
yeah.
so they know so much about the scholarship. But you can try out other countries. You get it. Some of my friends also got, I have a friend who got an internship in Luxembourg. The other one got in Austria. You get, yes. But Germany is more. I am emphasizing on Germany because they know about the scholarship and they are open to scholars from here more than other countries.
Okay, okay, that's very true because something that some people are not aware of, they cannot respond to it well. Ignorance will always be.
Exactly.
Do you understand? But if you are aware of something, then you know the power or you
It's
trust.
true.
Because now before I say what I want to, let's go back to a point where you said, you know, these African things. To be honest with you, it's a misconception, and that was why when I saw your post, I was like, oh, this thing, and I know you, and I'm like, okay, how true is this? Like, how legit is this? So, you know the misconceptions because you were also on the flip of the coin previously.
Yes.
And can you debunk some as truthfully as you can? Like, you know, misconceptions like they will owe you, they won't pay you, they are lying,
Exactly.
you won't finish in 2 years, all those kind of misconceptions that come with African Union things and all those things.
Again, I'll try to debunk them using my institute because that's where I know best.
Okay, yes, your institute.
Yeah. So let me start from the first one. Money matters are very important in this world, especially to we Africans. So let me start from money.
Please.
Yeah, they will owe you. It's not true because most times our stipend comes in between 20th and 22nd of the month.
Okay.
For Africa, that's not bad at all.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, the first few months, when you like every other scholarship you get, they will tell you to come with some amount.
Yes.
So that will help you before you finish your bank opening and all other registrations and financial regularities and stuff. And that is the same. So here you are expected to come with some money that will keep you for like 1 month to finish up with your account open. But once your account is on and working, and then they start paying, they don't owe. They've never owed me for once.
That's what
You get it. And then the misconception about African things, are they always legit? Do they even teach well? To be frank with you, I don't know the scholarship that would have given me the kind of exposure that this place has given me. I'll give you instances. I'll give you reasons why I say this. We run a module system here. So it's not a conventional university where you do all the courses, like 6 courses or 12 courses, and at the end of the month, at the end of 3 months or 4, you start writing the exam for all of them. No. We run a module system where you do a particular course, finish the course, write the exam, and start the next.
Wow.
You get, yes. So now, because we run a module system, and this is in the spirit of Pan-Africanness, the lecturers that have lectured me have spanned across most African countries and outside of Africa. So because they are looking for the best in these fields. For instance, we're doing a course in energy modeling. The professor that taught me is domiciled in the University of York, Canada. We are doing a course on rural energy supply. The lecturer they brought is domiciled in Germany, in a university there. So now, this Pan-African University gave me the opportunity to study from lecturers from different parts of the world. I've had lecturers from, I can't even name it, Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, Germany, Canada, US, and all of them. You get. Now, this is a very strong network, trust me.
Yes.
It's a very, very strong network. So, and these are the best, and they try to give you the best. Secondly, from the students themselves, in my set, about 60 of us were selected across Africa, across 39 African countries.
Wow.
I don't know where else in the world I would 39 different African countries. And it made me to know Africa better.
Yes.
There are things you say about, I can school you on some things about South Africa. I can lecture you about some things on Zimbabwe. I can tell you things you never heard about in Kenya. You understand? So, like, it makes you exposed. It gives you knowledge about what is happening in Africa, you know? And it gives you that strong network that even after studying in the Pan-African University, you know you can find yourself anywhere in Africa and you will be fine. Yes, so that is that. Which other misconception? They are not lying. When they tell you that it's a 2 years program, it's a 2 years program. The only reason I defended in this November was because of the coronavirus and the fact that the research period lingered a bit. Minus that, the scholarship contract ends on the 30th of September. So my scholarship started 30th of September 2018, and the contract ends 30th of September 2020. And this is a contract signed by both the African Union, you as a student, and the administrator of your own institute. So I don't think there is any way they will renege on their own part of the agreement.
True.
So it's always the 2 years. So I think with these few points of mine, I've been able to debunk some of these misconceptions.
You have, trust me, you have. Wow, this has been an explosive session. Before the advice one, if someone is considering this scholarship, what is one place you would direct the person to now? Like website or something, what is one place you would direct the person to be updated or to check out or something? Do they have a website?
There is this the PAU, how do I even, is the official website for the Pan-African University.
Okay, I'll put it on the screen, guys. I'll get it from him and I'll put it on the screen. It will show on the screen.
Yes, exactly. So information about all the institutes, when the application starts and everything about it, you can always go through it and you'll be fine.
Okay. Wow, this has been explosive. Major advices I've already taken from this session is, first, when you start the application, be sure you want to finish it. So be ready to start and finish it, or you glance at first, go and prepare and come back, but you finish it on one sitting. Second advice you also said is join a Facebook platform or so, like that you can be able to meet, mentors or they call them senpais in Japan, people that are above you to help you or advise appropriately. So is there any other advice you want to drop that,
Yes. Keep an open mind.
Yes.
I normally tell my friends, you see,
I'll let you say this.
the thing is, many of the things that eventually shape our lives are the things that were never in our schedule.
Preach.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Left for me, in my misinformation, left for me, I had always wanted to go for Commonwealth. Commonwealth. You know, I never for once thought about the Pan-African University because I didn't have the information. And, because to me, it's inferior,
No.
But then things are not always the way we see them. And our judgment of things are usually shaped by the amount of information we have about them.
Yes.
So keep an open mind. Apply for scholarships with an open mind. Don't fixate yourself on one thing alone, because the truth of the matter is that human beings change. And it may shock you when I tell you that even you as an individual, you don't know exactly what you want.
Yes.
We can talk about that later. But you don't know exactly what you want. You are subject to change.
Yes.
You may want something now, and in 5 years' time, you find out it's not exactly what you wanted.
True.
So keep an open mind. And if you believe in God, pray too. Yeah.
True.
I think that's fine. That's it.
Yeah, that was mind blowing. To be honest with you, when I started this interview, I said I did not know anything about Pan African University Scholarship, except that I know the name because of knowing Nevo. But leaving this interview, it's like, oh, I know a lot. I even know a website to visit now in case, and mistakes, Facebook, so many things. And then it's been an amazing job. I would drop an advice to, like Nevo said, be open-minded, spread your eggs. I always say this when I have people ask me things like, why Japan, why another, and I'm like, guys, everybody will not be in those other countries you think, right? The important thing is fulfillment. Spread your eggs as much as possible. I'm not saying you must be in Pan Africa. I'm not saying you must be in Japan. What we are just trying to say is spread your eggs. Whichever one works for you, fine. I will have you on this platform to talk about it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you once again, Nego, for gracing this channel. Like, I really appreciate your presence, and congratulations once again on a successful master's degree. Not an easy something, all the way in Algeria / Germany, because it was your Germany trip that actually made me work. Okay, this is a nice scholarship here. So once again, congratulations and thank you for gracing this channel. Guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, like, share widely. Like he said, misinformation is the reason people don't know about some of the scholarship. So share widely, you don't know who you'll be helping. And see you next time on Chilo Talks. Bye for now.